Good morning, guys. Happy Tuesday. It's Robbie here. It's time for a weigh-in and just general talking, especially since I did start back up with the WW plan. And guys, I'm having a struggle bus morning. I have recorded something like 4 times, 5 times already and messed up and to the point where I can't edit. And I also just don't feel like editing. If you've noticed my videos lately, I typically slap on the intro, slap on the outro, call it a day. If I slip up a little bit in the middle, I might cut. But yeah, so starting over again. Happy Tuesday. I hope you all had a wonderful Halloween. My Halloween was uneventful. I work, and so that kind of makes it hard for me to want to socialize after work because, I'm a hairstylist. Despite how my hair is behaving lately, I need to bring all of my hairstyling tools home so that I can do my hair and actually show you guys what I can do. But I didn't do a lot this year with me working the entire weekend. And then also because Friday I had another day where I had insomnia. And my insomnia means no sleep whatsoever. So I was up for 72 hours. So that really threw a hamper? A damper? What's the phrase? That throws a what on things? Hamper or damper? Let me know in the comments because I don't know. But either way, that really messed things up as far as, if I even was going to pretend that I was going to be social. Because there was a party that I was thinking about. My parents did invite me over to their place and that I had thought about at least popping by. But the no sleep made me physically exhausted and also mentally a little drained as far as trying to deal with other people. So I didn't do anything. In fact, Halloween, I literally worked and then I came home and watched movies all night. I didn't even play video games that day. But yes, so, but it was still nice. I love Halloween movies and I loved the feel I just love that season. Kind of sad it's over. But yeah, so anyway, back to actual weight loss topic. I switched back to Weight Watchers last week on Thursday actually, because I was so distraught about how things were going that I didn't do my weigh-in on Tuesday. Honestly, I had planned to do an I quit video where I'm giving up. I can't do it. I do it for a week and then I fall off major. And it's been a couple of months of that where lose some, gain a bunch. Lose some, gain a bunch. Where I was, in the long run, gaining. It's not where, you gain a little bit, but then you lose a decent amount. It was the opposite. So I was slowly gaining weight. And it was just frustrating. I was, like I said, I was at the quitting point where I'm I'm not doing this anymore. And I'm not embarrassing myself on YouTube and in front of friends and family and all that jazz by, here's my weigh-in. I gained 13 pounds. I gained 60 pounds, whatever. But I decided, no, I'm not giving up. I've worked too hard and I have come a very long way, even if I have backtracked a lot, because basically I gained back half of what I lost. So I decided to give Weight Watchers a try again, because where I am now, as of this week, is where I left off last May when I last did Weight Watchers. And so they got me a decent way. They got me pretty decently far. It's just there are certain factors and nutritional information, not to mention financial issues, why I stopped doing Weight Watchers. Because I was able to go just as far with just tracking calories and protein and getting my activity in and drinking my water instead of the points. Because I admit, even right now, it is a bit of a struggle, where I can't just grab, we have a grocery store here called Deerberg's. It's right across the street from my work, so a lot of times I'll pop in. And their deli area has amazing food. And they don't put all of the nutritional information on that food. They'll put the calories. And so when I'm just tracking calories, it's very easy. I can pick this up. Yes, it would be helpful and useful to know the rest, but at the very least, if this is 700 calories, I know it's within my calorie limit for the day. Versus with only that, with Weight Watchers, I can't pick that up anymore. try searching for it, try looking for something similar. I have to guesstimate what would be similar, or I have to, guesstimate the ingredients that are in there and all of that jazz. And it is a little bit more frustrating, I will admit. But it's doable. I'm making it work, and there's some things that I just kind of guess. And it's weird. There's some things that are in there that I don't know. I scan everything just to see. There's some things I'm like, there's no nutritional information on here, but it pops up. So I don't know if somebody actually did the legwork of going to like maybe to your burger's website or going to actually their kitchen staff and finding that all that out. I'm not exactly sure how one goes about it. Probably one of those two things I probably could do myself and see if there's a way to put it in there. Because I know there's some local restaurants that will have their nutritional information on their website so that I can plug things in that isn't already in Weight Watchers. But Weight Watchers does have a huge database as far as most things. I mean, iTrack Bites is a little bit better, but it's still there. Either way, that's neither here nor there. I did join Weight Watchers back up, and I know their new plan is coming out. Thank you guys for telling me. I was aware, but I figured I might as well start now with a plan that I'm familiar with, get back in the groove of tracking, and then when the new plan comes out, do the switch. Because, change is hard for me. So let's not do too much change. And I think that will do well, especially because, fingers crossed, we're going into my second week of losing weight. So after today, and lately it's been, I have a good weight loss, and then I proceed to gain a bunch of weight. So fingers crossed, this week I've got to behave. I want to behave. I'm still motivated right now. A lot of times, I'm at like the last couple months, I've reached that point where I'm like, I don't want to do this. And I'm still motivated. I still want to do this. And so hopefully I keep that motivation going. Anyway, weigh-in numbers. I should have said them earlier. I'm sorry, like 7 minutes in. It's kind of long, but here we go. So I stepped on the scale this morning, and I now 313.2 pounds. So if you guys remember, last week I weighed 327. Thursday, not even a full week ago. Thursday, I made 327. And so that means I lost 13.8 pounds this week, basically since Thursday. And total, I am now down 63.6. I'm not keeping track of where I was, how much I've gained. I'm keeping only track of how much I've lost. So obviously, some of that poundage on Thursday was, again, those temporary weights, whether it's water weight or sodium or retention or my medicine. I don't know, because it still makes me so mad that all of the medication I take, I'm pointing over there because it's on a table over there, all of the medication I take, side effect, weight gain. So frustrating. But so some of that inflammation and, water retention, sodium, whatever, was temporary weight on my body. So that's why it's such a huge weight loss. And so this is where, I think I explained it last video, if I can keep my momentum going and keep focused this week, I'll actually feel like I did the work and lost the weight by my own merit. Because of, this week I feel in my head, even though obviously I still behaved, I could have gained again. And I definitely tracked everything and I stayed within my points. But I know so much of that was just going to fall off with water weight. So now this coming week, there's not the water weight in there. So let's see what a real week does for me. And I'm kind of excited for that. I'm kind of excited to see how well I can do, because the motivation is there right now. And even like this morning, I was like, dude, remember like a year and a half ago when you did your weigh-ins, you would go right afterwards and get Hardee's, their biscuits and gravy, 2 of those, and a hash browns. Like, you could do that again. And I even pulled up DoorDash just out of curiosity. But then I pulled up the Weight Watchers app, because when I used to do that, I didn't track on Sundays. That was when my weigh-in was on Sundays. So I'm like, if I'm going to go over today, I'm going to track it. So I plugged that in, and it used all but 2 of my 62 points. And I was like, I don't want to do that before, what time is it now? It's 8:45. I don't want to use that many points in the day. Yes, I have my weeklies, but I don't want to do that. And also, ultimately, we know that's not the healthiest food. So instead, I'm going to record my weigh-in video. I'm going to, edit, post it, all that jazz, get the lovely support from you guys. And then I'm going to go to the grocery store and I'm going to actually get some healthier food, plus save some money by not paying DoorDash people. So yeah, that sounds like a better and smarter plan than sitting on my backside ordering DoorDash for 60 points worth of food. Yeah. So anyway, that's how my week's gone. Let me know how your week's going. Let me know if you're excited about the new WW plan or if you're nervous about it. I need to actually do some research. I've watched a couple of videos, like I've watched Barrett's video. I've watched one video, not a couple. I need to check out Dish with D's video. I know she's got something out there. And other than that, I might do some research online. Other than that, I'm just going to be like one of you guys and experience it as it happens. Because, yeah, I'm not an expert on WW. I joined a week ago. Not even a week ago. I joined last Thursday. All right, anyway, before we say bye, say hi to Ghost. Hi, Ghost. Okay. And I will talk to you all, guys. At the very least, okay, actually, before I do the official end, at the very least, I'm going to do my weigh-in videos. I'm trying to think of what I want to do on Thursdays because the Thoughtful Thursday, I feel, was getting a little too depressing for me. Even though I'm sharing and opening up and all that stuff, it kind of is making me dwell on some of the stuff that goes on in my head. So I don't think I want to share it as much on here. If there's ever a question about bipolar, if there's ever a question about mental health issues, feel free to ask me and I will make a video about it. I just don't think I am mentally capable of keeping it up on a weekly basis. So I don't know what I'm going to do on Thursdays, if I'm going to do videos on Thursdays. I mean, I could just do videos once a week, just do a weigh-in, but I am also off on Thursdays. So I feel like I could do something. If you have any ideas besides cooking videos, that's in the back of my head of doing a cooking video. Also, financially, it's not. So a lot of my recipes lately are boring. So, yeah. Either way, I'm going to call it there. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all later.